All right. Hi, I'm Deanna, and today we'll be talking about Job 15. So we're going to start with a quick refresher. And I'm wondering who can help me figure out who Bildad, Eliphaz, and Zophar are. Brandon?
They're the friends of Job
Joe,
that help him pray and deal with his problem.
criticize him.
Yes, they are Job's friends that are talking to him throughout the chapters. And what did Job curse in the earlier chapters?
His wife.
No,
No,
the day that
no.
Theo, Eddie?
the day that he was born.
Yes.
Yes, his birth. But he never cursed God. And what did God tell Satan he could not do to Job? Go ahead, Brandon.
Killed him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't take his life, essentially.
Yeah.
Everything else, God say, okay, you can do that.
Yeah.
And Tio Renee, we'll let you answer this one. So hopefully you can answer it because you didn't raise your hand, but I'm going to volunteer you anyway. What words would you use to describe Job to someone who doesn't know his character?
I would say bitter, because he was bitter because he was sick.
All right, Jimbo.
The main feature.
Like extremely faithful, resilient,
Righteous and
Yes.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
Bitter.
I wouldn't say he's bitter. Which way? Why would you say he was bitter?
Come on, he was
He cursed his birth.
Yeah, He was
All right. So,
he was fighting with God.
He fought his friends.
okay. So when I'm saying
Very
his
controversial.
character is blameless and upright, more of what James was looking for. In this particular situation, he was perhaps showing that he was frustrated and a little bitter, but his actual character, who Job was from birth to death, is that he's a blameless and upright, righteous man, someone who loves God with all their heart, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. I love that everyone wanted to participate in answering the questions, and that as a church we all knew all of the answers, so that means something's sticking with Job. So in Job 15 we're going to jump over to ask who's speaking in this chapter. Tio Eddie?
Eliphaz.
Eliphaz, yes, Job's friends who we mentioned earlier.
Right.
And what is Eliphaz's tone to Job, like when he's talking to him? How would you describe that to someone? Is that Tio Ralph?
Yeah. He's very critical of Job.
Judgmental.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yes, he's very critical, he's blunt, he's unkind, and he's being even more harsh than he was in the initial chapters when he was talking.
Most of us, we like to judge. Especially.
some more than others.
And how does Eliphaz refer to Job's knowledge? Like, how's he talking about it? Does he think Job is a knowledgeful person? Tio Eddie?
No, he said that his knowledge is actually mistaken, because in Eliphaz's word, judge is sinning and he is being, how you call it?
Self-righteous.
Self-righteous. So no, yes.
Yeah, he's basically saying Job's knowledge is empty, it's unimpressive, he's not wise. He's not really saying anything very kind about Job, his friend. All right, and how pure does Eliphaz feel mankind is when he's talking about the verses, and how does this relate to Job? Go ahead, Tio Eddie.
Not at all in the eyes of God, not even the heavens are righteous. So man doesn't have purity before God.
And what's that relate to Job? Is Job pure in Eliphaz's mind?
No, he said man.
No one is
Mankind.
pure.
Yes.
No one is pure.
Yes, Eliphaz firmly believes that man is very impure and unrighteous, and therefore Job, because he is a man, is full of sin, and that's what all these problems are coming upon him. Why does Eliphaz feel, well, I kind of just answered it, but there's a freebie. Why does Eliphaz feel Job is in pain and suffering? Go ahead, Tio Ralph.
Because he's an unrighteous man. He believes in his own justice. You know,
He's a sinner.
Yeah.
Yes, he believes he's wicked. Some of the examples they come up with in there is they say maybe he's doing bribery, he's a hypocrite, he's lying, and so forth. So the main takeaways for this is, as friends, we need to be supportive through the storms, not perhaps like Eliphaz, who's being very critical and harsh, that there's often more often more to situations that we can see with our own eyes. So in this example, Eliphaz is saying that Job is one way, and we'll see in later chapters how God thinks about Job's knowledge, but it's different how they come across, where Eliphaz is just condemning him, still saying he's full of sin. And therefore, we as humans are often wrong, but God is always right, which we need to remember. All right, that is all I have today.
Very good. Very good.
Amen.
Thank you.
Excellent, excellent.
Stop recording.